Greetings, YouTubers. This is Hellshade 2. This video is entitled Explanation of Hand Wound. Now, I don't know, about a week ago I posted a pic of a wound to my hand because Not So Old Hippie was complaining about a little flesh wound. I just thought I'd show him what a real wound was. But he wasn't really complaining about it. He was kind of making a little spoof about it on his video. So, Not So Old Hippie, if you watch this, man, I know you were just joking. But this is basically what happened. Okay. Now, the wound is long healed. Okay. It actually happened about 11 months ago. Yeah, between 10 and 11 months. On September 5th in 2007. And if anybody has actually read any of my profile on my channel, you'll know that I am an automotive mechanic. Okay, using air tools, wrenches, sockets, things of that nature. So basically what happened and how I ripped open my hand so badly was in the process of doing a brake job. And when you're doing brakes or front disc brakes on most vehicles, there is a bridge that's bolted on to the spindle of the vehicle. Now the spindle holds your bearings, your rotor, tire ends, for the steering, all of this. It's all mounted on that spindle, along with your brake caliper. And it's the bridge that holds the caliper, and the bridge is what bolts to the spindle. So you bolt your caliper to the spindle, the bridge to the spindle. Your caliper, your pads sit on that bridge, and the caliper goes on top of that. Anybody that's done any type of work, with brakes or anything like that, you'll know what I'm talking about there. Now, let me show you what the culprit was that actually caused the wound. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but let's put it up here for the camera. This tool here is an impact swivel. Sits on an impact air gun. Okay. Basically, what this end here, if you look at it, it's a little hexagonal piece. Sits right on top of your head of a bolt or nut or whatever it is, and you use the gun, which is air operated, rotates a shaft that this sits on by this end. Might see it a little bit of a square outlet there. Okay. This end sits on the gun. Makes like this is the shaft, okay? Sits on the end of the gun like this, and when you trigger the gun, it spins, okay? Depending on what type of gun and the speed of the gun, it could be anywhere from 650 up to 1,000 RPMs, okay? Which is a good amount to kick. And what actually happened at the time, I was using this the gun to tighten down a bridge bolt holding the calipers that would hold the pads in the caliper. And if you look at this piece, this is the one that got me. As you can see, it separates into two pieces. Okay, and it's not supposed to do that. Okay, there's a pin that goes inside here and through this piece. If you look at here, I'll hold it up. You can pretty much see right through the holes there. Okay? That's where the pin was. Okay? And that pin holds the top half of the socket in place. And what happened was the pin broke as I was tightening this up. And I was actually holding my hand over the socket and gun to hold it steady. Because where you actually try to tighten this up, you really can't keep this on a level angle. So the swivel actually kind of sits on a little bit of an angle like that. So you got your gun up in here to tighten it. And I had my hand over it like this, just holding the gun steady while I was tightening it. And the pin snapped. And after the pin snapped, it snapped at one end. And as the piece that was holding the pin continued rotating, that pin backed out, okay, and caught my hand there and just peeled everything right back, resulting in lots of blood, a nasty wound, and 17 stitches later. I don't know how well this explanation is going to go. It's hard to see these tools here and understand them with the just using a webcam. But that's pretty much the best I can do with it. So I hope it's something of an explanation. And I'm just going to tack the hand video onto this one as a response, so if everybody that hasn't seen it and wants to know what the hell I'm talking about can view it and go, holy shit, you know. And with that, I will bid you all a good day, and have a great night.